Hello friends and families, welcome to Armstrong Computers channel. Today's segment will be looking at how to create artistic or professional banner. Without wasting my time, let me show you something, just a quick one. As you can see on your screen, our previous video or our previous lesson, this is what we dealt with. We look at how to create a professional banner for our brothers and sisters who are into braiding, hair braiding. I don't know how to pronounce it anyhow, any which way that it is, by the way. But today we'll be looking at how to create a beautiful publication for a cosmetic shop. As you can see on your screen, that is in God's name. Okay, in God's name, cosmetic, and we'll be looking at how to create a professional, how do you call it, professional banner for our shop. Without wasting my time, let's get started. Okay, welcome back. Now, so you're back here now. Let's begin. Let's dive straight into today's segment. But before then, the first thing I'd like us to do is just simple. First, what I would like you to do is just don't forget to leave a thumbs up if indeed this video or this lesson has been helpful and more or less is helping you out there. Just leave a thumbs up. Let's see whatever I'm doing here is helping you out there. And also, don't forget to also leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this lesson, so that at least don't forget to also subscribe. So anytime I drop any lesson like this, you'll be notified, and then you'll just be the first to have the whole clue of how to use desktop publishing to create artistic publication. Without wasting my time, let's get started. As I just said, welcome back. Now, when I close this now at the end of the day, I'm going to just dive straight to my publisher. As I just said, I'll be leaving a link in the description where you guys can just watch step by step as to how I then install the Publisher Office 2010, and I'm using it to create artistic publication. In our previous lesson, whatever we did, also I'll be leaving a link here. You can just go and take a recap of that, and then watch that video and join us here. That is just, by the way, let's move on. So hey, me creating artistic banner, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just rely on publisher template. In my previous video I talk about that, so I'm not going to waste much time on that. So I'll just scroll down here and just go to where we have banner here. So I'll click on the banner, and after clicking on the banner, let's say Obama, whatever, banner, I'll just click on create. So after clicking on create, let's do it for a while. So done, my banner, just that is a template for a banner, but here in the case I'm going to resize it. So I'll bring the mouse pointer to this side and draw a rectangle over it this way, and then I'll press delete, and then I'll delete my template. But before that, let me show you a quick one. Now this is the resource I'm going to use for my design for today. As you can see, these are all my resources. Don't worry, I'll be leaving the link in the description where you guys can get all these pictures and then try your hands on whatever we are going to learn today. Okay, that is just, by the way, let's dive straight to today's segment. So as I just said, these are the resources I'm going to use. As I said earlier on, again, I'll be leaving a link in the description where you guys can just get it and then try your hands on whatever we're going to learn today. So quick forward, I'll just open my publisher, and now I need to resize my publisher. So to resize my page, because I wanted to use 4x4, okay, to just the banner I'm designing is kind of like 4x4. So more or less, as I said earlier on, publisher does not enable you to resize, how do you call it, your publication in feet, but therefore in inches. So to do this, yours is to just come to where we have page design. When you click on the page design, look through the page design ribbon. Under the page setup logical group, click on the tasket arrow here. As you can see here, click on it. The dialog box will display on the screen. Don't be alarmed. So here, now I'm setting my banner 4x4. Now 4x4 feet in inches is 48 by 48 inches. So I'm going to just go 48 by 48 inches. So as you can see here, that is my sizing of 4x4. I'll just go ahead and click on OK. So basically that is just that. Moving on, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just resize, create some artistic, how do you call it, line here to get artistic publication draw. So what I will do is that the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go straight and click on insert. So when I click on insert, I'll look to the insert ribbon. Under the illustration logical group, Now click on where we have shape. So after clicking on the shape, I'll go ahead and select what, my curve tool. Okay, I'll click on my curve tool in my shape drop down list. Then what I will do again is that I'll bring the mouse pointer to this side, okay, this very side, click, and I'll just bring it down here, somewhere here, click and swing it again, click and swing it down again, and on the line this way. So after that, I can send it up a little bit so that I have something like this. And click again, then I'll hold on to my control, then I'll send it up just a bit, click again, go up a little bit, and then I'll click, then drag to the side, and click, still holding on to control whilst I'm dragging down. So I just bring it down again a little bit, then I'll click again, and then and make sure it meets the other line, then I'll click, and then voila, my shape is created. Then I'll just go ahead and then drag it down a little bit. So after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this this design. So to duplicate this design is two options. You can choose to hold on to Ctrl plus C, or you can just click on the home tab, look through the home ribbon, under the clipboard logical group, then you click on what, copy. So after clicking on copy, you can hold on to Ctrl plus V to paste, or you look through the home ribbon, under the clipboard logical group, just click on paste, and you are good to go. So I have these two. Now anytime you draw your shape, what I like you to do is that make sure you bring the shape in front of text, because if you don't bring the shape in front of text, it's going to have effect over your design. So what you need to do is that select, how do you call it, your shape that you just sketched, and look through the home ribbon, under the arrange logical group, send the mouse pointer to wrap text, okay, and click on none. Okay, do the same thing to the second shape, which is this. Again, look through the home ribbon, under the arrange logical group, click on the tasket arrow below, wrap text, and click on none. So voila. So what I'm going to do again is that I'm going to fill both shape with color. So what I'm going to do is that the first shape which I have down here, I'm going to fill with color what, dark brown, dark red, in which way. So I just click on format. After clicking on the format tab, I'll look through the format ribbon, under the shape style logical group, I'll click on shape fill. Now from the shape fill drop down list, I can just go straight and click on more fill color. So after clicking on more fill color, I'll just go ahead and select my dark red or dark brown, in which way. So after that, go ahead, click on OK, then go straight to shape outline, okay, under the shape style logical group, then you click on where we have color dark red, okay, as a recent color. After taking that from the way, select the second shape and then bring it down here, let it come closer. You can see it is closer. Go straight to shape fill, okay, that's under the shape style logical group. Click on the tasket arrow beside it, and go ahead and click on more fill color, and select a color like, let's say, lights off-white, in which way, and then go ahead and click on OK. So that's my off-white there. So after selecting my off-white, I'll go ahead and go to shape outline and select no outline. That is nice. Then now, as I just did this, I'll select the back of my how do you call it, my dark red, and then I'll go ahead and drag it down a little bit, as you can see here. Then I'll carry this up a little bit here to fill the entire, to fit the entire page, as I just did. And you can see that this has come, so I'll select my off-white and then bring it down also a little bit, just a little bit, and then voila, this is what I have here. Okay, how cool is that? So we are done with step one. Now step two, what I'm going to do again, I'm going to write my name. Remember, the name of my shop is In God's Name. So what I will do is I'll just go straight, send this up a little bit. Nice. But before that, if you want to see the size that I'm using, you can just, when I select my size, look through the format ribbon, under the size logical group. My height is 16.27 inches and my width is 48.18 inches, as you can see here. So good, you can just do that and you're good to go. So let's move on. So what I'll do is I'll just click on insert, look through the insert ribbon, under the text logical group, and I'll select where we have word art. Then I'll select the first word art, then I'll type what I need to type, as in God's, okay, in caps of course. Whoa, let me click again. So in this here. In God's name. So done. So I'm done with that. So after that, what I'll do, I'll select a nice, how do you call it, fonts to fit my design. So well, I think this is okay for me, for my design, to fit my design. So this is the fonts I'm using. As you can see it here, this is it here. You can also select the same font and to just be fits your work. So I'll click on OK, and after that I'll stretch it, and I'll stretch it here also, and open it a little bit. Now remember, anytime you set your word art, your clip art, make sure you bring it in front of text. So I'll go ahead and look through the format ribbon under the, how they call it, my arrange logical group. I'll click on where wrap text and click on none, and then I'll carry it and send it up a little bit here. Then I'll expand this a little bit there, and I think it's okay. So this is quite okay, so I'm good to go. So what I'll do is that I'll just bring it down a little bit, and I'm good to go. Now for you to know the size, the width size here is 41.12 inches, and then the height is 3.94 inches. So you can just do that and you're good to go. Let's move on. So what I'll do is I'll just go to shape fill and select my dark red, and then I'll go to shape outline and I'll select no outline. How cool is that? So remember that it is cosmetic. So what I'll do is that I'll just click on my pane here, my window, and click on insert. Look to the insert ribbon, and I select my word art, select the first word art. Then I'll go ahead and type my cosmetic. So I need to make sure it's in caps, so cosmetic. Then this is okay. So what I will do is I'll select the same font that I select, or if I like, I'll just select Arial. I'll click on bold. Okay, bold is cool. I'll click on OK. Then I'll expand it a little bit here. Then I'll make sure I come to wrap text and select none. I'll carry it, make sure it's in line with the name, just the name, and I'll click on fill with color, and I'll select dark red. Go to shape outline, you can select dark red also, and I'm good to go. So moving on, now let's say the shop location. So I'll say the shop is located at, let's say, St. Mary's, any which way. So I'll click on insert, look to the insert ribbon, and I'll click on under the illustration logical group, click on what we have shape, and I'll select text box. Being a mouse pointer here, now I'll draw my text box from here to here, drag it down, and it's in. I'll increase my font size to, let's say, 40. Okay, this is too big. Let me just make it 100 or 120 is okay for me. The 120 down. After that, I'll just have to click on the home tab, look to the home ribbon, and I'll come to what we have line spacing. I'll select 1.0. I'll go to paragraph spacing, and I'll select none, so that when I press enter, the space in between text will close a little bit. So what I will do is that I'll go ahead and type my location. So St. Mary's Road, assignment. Okay, so I'm good to go. So St. Mary's Road, assignment, anyhow, any which way. So basically that is just that. So after I'm done, the next thing I'm going to do is just simple. So what I'll do is that I'll just highlight on the names, hold on to Ctrl plus A to select all, and I'll click on bold to bold it, a little bit. So remember that the color I'm going to use there, I'm also going to use the dark red so that it will look good. You can choose to still use how they call it, black if you want to, but I would prefer to use a dark red so that everything will be dark. But now looking at things to look good, let me select my black at least to look all the way around. Okay, this look good. I can choose to also increase the font size to, let's say, 135. Press enter and I'm good to go. How cool is that? So basically that is just done. So we are done. Now let's come to our pictures and let's insert our pictures. Okay, so let's dive straight then. To insert my picture, what I'll do again is that I'll just click on what we have insert, then I'll click on look through the insert ribbon. Under the illustration logical group, I'll click on picture, then I'll wait for a while. A dialog box will display on the screen. Let's wait for it, which is a window. So then my picture is on my desktop, so I'll go to screw up here, select my desktop, then this is it. So in God's name, so I'll click on it, and that I'll bring this, of course, and I'll click on insert. So here I'll carry this and then put it somewhere here. Then I'll look through my home ribbon, come to wrap text and click on insert. Done. Okay, none. Click on insert again, go to picture, then I'll select this very picture here, click on insert, and I'll expand it a little bit here. So here, let me teach you a trick. You can see that this have some couple of borders here, so I can choose to crop it. So let me show you how you can crop that. To crop this, you also to just look through the formatting ribbon under the crop logical group. Just click on crop and then go ahead, bring the mouse pointer closer just a little bit here, and you are good to go. The same thing here, and you are good to go. The same thing there, and you're good to go. The same thing here also, you are good to go. After, go ahead and click on crop. Now looking at this, still is not what I want, so I would like it to be in a box shape. So what I will do is that I'll come to wrap text and then I'll select edit wrap points. Then I'll just first hold here, this very shape here, and then I'll drag it closer to this side and let this also go in a little bit, and I'll select this side in here, hold here, bring it close up there, and bring this close up there. So you can set it in a little bit, and this also a little bit, so that at least you can have like a point, be like a point. Then after that, I'll click on my page, carry it, bring it closer here, and voila. But when you zoom it, you can see that the edge here, is kind of rough. You see it? So what I would do is that I'll go ahead and click on wrap text, and then I'll select where we have my edit wrap point and bring it closer. Done. I have a smooth cropping or trimming. This is quite okay. So we call this trimming when you're trimming. So done. So I'm cool with that. So I'll just bring this closer. Don't worry, when we JPEG it, our publisher is going to do the magic and then smooth it for us. I'll go back and zoom it to its normal size. Done. Okay, let me zoom it closer. Okay, that is okay now. So after that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and bring my other pictures. So let's stay tuned as I insert all the pictures one after the other. Let's begin then. So after inserting this, what I'll do is I'll bring this in front of text, like I'll send it to back, like this very one. So I'll just go to look through the format ribbon, then I'll click on send to back. Done. So I can just resize it a little bit here, a little bit there. So it depends. Anyhow you want it, you can do. So I just wanted something like this. So I can just click on crop and then go ahead and then crop that, or I can choose to leave it. Then Publisher will just do the magic by cropping it for me. So basically that is just that. Just click here and I'm good to go. So the next thing I'm going to do is inserting the other pictures. So let's look at that. Okay, done. So the next thing I'm going to do is that bringing the contact here where I'll go like contact as kind of any which way. Look at how that has been done. Now to do this, as in to bring my contacts here, as in telephone 02 whatever. Now as I just said, this is just for educational purpose. To do this, what I'll do is that I'll just go ahead straight ahead and I'll just go to insert, look through insert, under the illustration logical, I'll click on shape, then I'll select where we have rounded rectangle, click on that and then draw my rounded rectangle nicely. Now after drawing my rounded rectangle, I'll just come to wrap text and click on that so that you don't have a shape. Then I'll carry out, that's I'll color it, I'll carry it. So I'll carry it and then bring it down here and then bring the mouse and touch to, well, you see the green button here, we call it the rotating center. So you can use to rotate any shape that you want. So I'll rotate my shape this way and bring it down a little bit here and make sure it falls on this uh, pyramid, okay, the edge of my 4x4, and I'll expand it a little bit here and I'll rotate it a little bit again, carry it, make sure it's fall within this way, and I think it's okay. So what I'll do again is that I'll then go ahead and expand it this way, and I think it's okay. So as I think it's okay now, what I'll do is that I'll go ahead and click on shape outline, come to width and increase the width. I'll go to more width and I'll just increase the width here to, let's say, C, click on OK, a little bit thicker. So I'll just go to shape outline again and I'll select my kind of I want to use a good color for that, so I'll just go to more color and I'll select something like goldish in a which way, like goodish anyhow. Goodish anyhow. So this okay, it's okay for me, so this sounds okay. Then I'll go to shape fill and I'll select my regular fill, which is the off kind of off white. So this sound okay. But if I want to make my shape outline a little bit thicker, what I'll do is I'll just look through the format ribbon under the shape style logical group. I'll go to where we have shape outline, then I'll go ahead and come to width and I'll go to more width and I'll select maybe 31, then click on maybe 32, then I'll click on OK, and I think it's okay now. So say, what about display? Don't worry, I'm going to show you what you need to do now. Sometimes for you to get the actual space that you have here, what you need to do is that you can choose to click on insert. So for instance, I can just click on insert, go to shape, select rectangle, then I'll draw my rectangle to guide me of my entire shape, or you can use the gather lines that will guide you. So kind of this is the shape itself, so you see, so which means I'm going to use only this portion for whatever I wanted to use it for. Okay, so let's get that. So to do that, what I'll do is I'll just go straight, and what I'll do is I'll just click on insert, go to word art, select the first word art, and then I'll type where we have T telephone, so cap T EL. sorry about that. Then after that, I'll just select my fonts. That's it. So this it here. This is my font. So you can see you can use this font. I like using it most of the time, so you can also use that. So at the end of the day, after I'm done, the next time I'm going to go, just click on OK. Then after clicking on OK, I'll just go ahead and then expand it a little bit. Then after that, I'll go to wrap text and select none, and open this a little bit here and carry it and come just put it here because it's telephone. You can choose. It's too big, so I'll select it and close it a little bit. Yeah, I think it's okay. Then what I'll do is I'll go to shape fill and select where we have my dark red. Go to shape outline, select no outline, and I'm good to go. How cool is that? So as I'm good to go, all the time, always good to go. So I'll just go to my insert, look through my insert ribbon under the text logical. But before then, as I told you, anytime you insert a shape, make sure you go to format, go to the format ribbon, go to wrap text, select it now, so that you not have effect over whatever you are doing. Basically, that is just that. So after that, go ahead and then I'd like you to click on insert, look to the insert ribbon and come to another text logical group, click on word art, set the first word art and type there your contact. So let's assume my contact is 057 31 940. Well, when they call this line to not go through, I'm just saying. So seriously, it's not going to go through. You can try. It's not going to go through. I just forget. That's my old line, but I don't use it anymore. But well, I don't think so. It will not go through. But let's see. Well, for education purpose, I'm just using this line. That's just by the way. So just click on OK, and after that, click on wrap text, click on none, and then go ahead and expand this a little bit here, and you carry it to bring it here, and you open here a little bit nicely. You can close 8 here. So this is quite okay. So that's just that. So I'll just bring this also back here a little bit, telephone, and this go up. Then after that, I'll go to shape fill, select color black, shape outline, select color black. But if you like, you can go to shape outline, select no outline, and you are good to go. How cool is that? So that is just that. How cool is my design? Now, as I'm done, I can just take my rectangle or whatever rectangle I just drew. I just take it off, and I have my design now. Now after I'm done, I'm going to save this as a JPEG so that I have a beautiful banner. So file, save as JPEG, and I'll select the 1, 2, 3 and save yes to just replace the old one. And minimize that. And I'll refresh it, double click on it. You see here how cool is that. Ta-da! So I hope then you just enjoyed today's lesson, and as I just said, don't forget that is all for today. Try to leave a thumbs up if indeed you enjoyed today's lesson. I'll be covering more of this, so that at least we can just cover publisher to use that we can use publisher to create artistic publication. That is all for today. My name is Prince Costi, or you can easily call me Prince Armstrong of Armstrong Computers. See you when I see you in the next lesson. Bye bye.